Hello, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today I am very late, and whatever the reason is, but shouldn't be late. So it's like 7 minutes late, and now it become 8. So let's start with. mm, So why my connection is so unstable? I'm not able to know. Yeah, now my connection is good. So I'm facing some internet issues. Was trying a couple of time to reconnect. Somehow got so internet is good, but the device is not able to connect that flexible. So coming back to the, we will start with directly the Facebook ads. So yesterday we left with like uh, yesterday we were talking about the two type of uh, budgets. It's like a daily budget and the lifetime budget. Now we will talk about how to schedule your ad set. So no, not to confuse like ad sets where there's a variable so you play with and to do experiment with your ads to make your ads to bring to bring a lot of difference in the ad. You have to start playing with the ad sets and the ad creatives. So let's see how we can schedule that ad set. So let's say if you want to run an ad on a specific day or at a specific time, you can set up an ad schedule. This ensures that ad appears at the most relevant times to meet your campaign objective. So there is a flexibility where you can schedule or schedule your ad on a specific day, also at a specific time. It depends on the campaign objectives which you choose. So, for example, there is a restaurant. So, owner of the restaurants need to advertise a brunch special. So that is available at 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. So it's like a brunch, and this is the timing where you have you. It's like not a breakfast plus lunch. You can say that it's a brunch. So the timing is like not complete in the breakfast timing and not in the lunch timing. So coming back to the point, so 9 to 11 is the morning time. So the owner, so she wants to run ads during that time. Specific that time, she needs an ad to know that people that we have the brunch and this is the time we are offering it. So in that scenario, you can schedule your ad set manager, and to do that, it's a simple step. So you have to go in the ads manager, then you have to create the campaigns, or you can just edit the existing campaign and continue. So define your ad set audience and select your placements. So if you're creating, then define your audience, and then you go to the ad sets placement, which where placement or keep it automatic by default. And later, scroll to the budget and schedule section, and this options is available for the lifetime budget, not a daily budget. So you choose lifetime budget, then then in the calendar you select block time when you want your ad set to run, and select continue to create your ad, and your ad set is scheduled. So this is how you schedule your ads. Yeah. So hope you got the idea. You can go and you can try after this video, or you can try side by side this video to learn and see. Yes, this is option where you can schedule the ad. You can create an ad, you can choose an objective with respect to my goals. So this all are the fundamentals. These are the basics. When you try doing uh, n number of campaigns, you should able to segregate. So doing a proper segregation, to not creating the duplication. Let's say you are creating n number of repetitive ads, so you don't have to confuse this is algos that when which ad they want to show. So recursive ad, repetitive ad on same topic, then it should be have a different let's subsection to it, or you should be able to track it. So create that number of ad sets, one campaign, multiple ad set, one ad set, multiple ads. So this kind of a tree you should follow. Then only you will able to understand the possibilities, and you will able to explore the various ads, ad objectives, also the ad options. So I will talk about the three tips to improve your ad delivery. So ad delivery, if you want to improve it, then there is three tips to it. So basically, when you set your budget for your campaign, you can choose how you would like to add, how you would like ad manager to optimize your ad delivery. So you have that options under budget and schedule, where there is an option called optimization for ad delivery. So you have to pick this option at the campaign level, which optimization event you choose from, and your optimization choices will determine who we show your ads to. Just like which objective you are choosing, based on that, uh, this uh, uh, these options, this ad delivery options are decided which objective you are choosing at campaign level. No doubt, you choose one objective, according to that, this optimization tips will be followed. So that you need to understand. And these options is visible at the ad set level. Once you create a campaign, you select which, yeah, I want to do this objective. You select that objective, then you start filling the ad sets. So during the ad set, you will get respective options. So you will have that optimized for the ad delivery, and the drop down menu will be there. So in that drop down menu, there will be one is link clicks. So let's say link clicks. The name itself it says that the Facebook will show your ads primarily to the people who are likely to click on them. So that is the option which is called optimize for link click. So there is a rest two option is there. Optimize for impression will show your off. You will show the Facebook will show your ad as often as possible. So impression is like showing ads, and the next is like reach, so audience reach. So Facebook will deliver your ads in the way that help you reach as wide as of the audience as possible. So reaching is like and the Facebook will start optimizing in the manner your ad will be try reaching most of the audience as possible. So let's see the optimization part of the ad delivery. So you can get this option in, and as I said, link clicks. So it's like the name itself says. I will just tell you. Let's say your objective is traffic. So in that case, yeah, you are like when you click the ad, you are diverting your audience to the website. So in that scenario, this optimized for link clicks is the best options. Let's say you have a campaign objective called reach. This is in the brand awareness, and you have a reach campaign. In that scenario, your goal is very clear. You want to reach as many as audience possible. So the impression optimized for impression is can be choose. You can choose this option as well as you can choose the reach option. So both depend on you need to have a lot of impressions or you need to reach this number of peoples within that potential reach. So now you get an idea of ad schedule, and later the second you get an idea of optimization of ad delivery, the selection part. Because when you select the ad set, you need to understand what to select. Because if your goal is traffic and you are selecting impression, then no doubt user you will be acquiring the user, but the response what is expected or the best response that you won't be getting. So coming back to the next topic is like how to estimate your audience reach. So when we talk about audience, we talk about customer audience, we talk about lookalike audience, we talk about Facebook core audience, but how to estimate it? When you select it, there should be some kind of estimation. So Facebook has done a very good job in that. So mosquito is troubling. So let's say as you're creating an audience and determine your budget, you're creating an audience, determining your budget, and selecting ad placement for your ad set. So this happens all in the ad set. Audience creation, budget, ad placement. So ad when you do this, when you're playing with these all variables, so ad manager starts showing the summary of the audience. So it has a scale where it will show the audience are specific or audience are broad. So it has a meter, just like we have a indicator. So it has an indicator. So you can start following that indicator. So basically estimates are based on past campaigns. So these all estimates are based on past campaigns, the budget you entered, and the market information. So number of people, number of numbers, whatever the numbers are provided during this estimation part. So it is like a past campaigns performance. From there, that it will start showing you. Sorry. So all this number basically, either it's from the past performance of your campaign, or the Facebook will start giving you an idea that if you are choosing this budget, if you're choosing this audience, what will be the your audience range will be, and based on that, it will show you the estimate reach as well as estimate results. So these estimates are like an idea. It's not a guaranteed you will get that output. It's just an idea that this will be the rough estimations and this will be the rough results. So that will be the basic ideas, and on that you will start getting an idea to how to create an ad set or ad. Mostly the ad sets variable you will get more idea with this scale. So let's talk about the factors which is included in this all estimation. So first is audience size. When you see the scale, there is an audience size meter. So in that you will see one is specific, red one, and that is so broad. So specific. So that is an indicator which is so specific or broad, and so specific audience is like a narrow audience, and which are likely to have more interest in your ad. But once you get a very narrow audience, no doubt the interest audience are high, but your cost will be increasing. The lower the audience, your cost will be very high. So that's why you have to get at some point where you're able to get a good cost, and also you are creating a bucket of more and more relevant audience. Not so specific, it's like a broader. So your audience is difficult to reach because there is a, let's say you are selling some product and you need to find some audience in a lakhs of um, public. So that is difficult to find. But if it is like I have a 10 people and I have to find the audience which I am seeking, so it is and that is easy to find. But that specific 10 audience to find is very difficult. So you how to segregate that specific 10 audience? So that 10 audience and that 100 audience, that's the reason the specific is where seems to find a higher cost as per your click compared to the broad segment. So this is the audience size, what we are talking about. And the second is potential reach. This is a jargon, you don't have to confuse. So you see the audience scale, specific to broad, and there will be number. So how many people? Like potential reach is an estimation. It will give the estimation of how many people are in that ad set audience. Whatever the variables get selected for that, how many people you will get a potential reach is like how the number of the total people. It's an approximation number, not the guaranteed number, but the potential reach is that number which it will show when you select your respective variables in the ad sets. So again, this information help you to understand how your audience and placement choices may affect the number of people you reach. Just like I said, the variables, you play with the variables, the potential reach of the audience start fluctuating. And the next is like estimated daily results. So in this estimated daily results, so depending on your campaign objective, you may see a daily reach estimate. So in this, there is daily reach and daily result. These two jargon has a meaning behind it. So you don't have to confuse between the daily reach and the daily result. So daily reach, so these estimates show how much you may need to increase. You get what I'm saying? The estimate shows you how much you may need to increase your budget to get the number of result you want. So that is the result oriented. It's called the example conversion. And the daily reach estimates and daily these estimates assume that your entire budget will be spent. So the meaning of daily reach and the daily result. So reach is the name itself. The estimates, whatever the number is, the estimates assume that your entire budget will be spent. So that comes in the reach part, and the result is mostly the output oriented. Let's say you have that number of people, but what about the results? Results can be conversion. So these numbers are predictable. When you set this audience size, budget, and these all variables, then you get that audience meter where it is shown which are healthy area where you can start having your campaign, where your where your ad set is ready to go. Then you talk about potential reach, it will give the total number, and then you have the option of the daily reach. Then you will get a number of daily reach and daily results. So reach is like within that potential reach, at what number of people you will be reaching. So let's say you have 1,000 people, but it is like a potential reach. But in daily reach, it may go to 500, it may go to 200. So it depends on the budget you are exhausting, and based on that you will get a result. So result is, let's say you have met 1,000 people and 10 people have converted. So that is a result. So it's a reach and result. So don't confuse about the jargon. So I will tell about again the daily reach estimate, the number of people that estimates you will reach in your audience based on the factor bid and budget. The higher the budget, higher is your potential reach. No doubt, see, daily reach, the number of people that we estimate you will reach in your audience based on the bid and budget. So you increase your budget, then automatically your potential reach will be increasing. And once your potential reach is increasing, so your daily reach possibilities are also increased. So 1,000 becomes 2,000, then you have already increased your budget, then no doubt you will also get more and more audience out of it in the daily reach. So which estimates, so potential reach, what potential reach estimates how many people you could reach based on the factors such as audience and placement. There is a placement is there and there is an audience is there. This is a variable. So if you're not confused, keep it very simple. Potential reach is the number around this. This is the final number. This is the volume where you will be getting your ad circulated, and the daily reach is within that daily how much you will be able to reach, and based on that you will be getting results. So this is daily reach, and the whole the total number is called the potential reach, that is approximate. And this all is Facebook tries to do the past analysis of the data, and then it gives the rough summary. So there is a two thing to optimize in the daily reach and result estimates. So increase your audience. So narrow audience can be expensive to reach. Just as I said, narrow audience is expensive if the estimate is low. And you can widen your audience, age, location, or interest parameters to include more people. Create an audience, increase your audience. More the audience, more the chance of getting conversion at lower cost. That is a basic fundamental. And then increase your budget. So once you increase your audience, for that you need to increase your budget. The larger your budget, the higher these estimates will assuming the same audience. So it will give you the same relevant audiences. Hope you get this about potential reach, daily reach, daily results. So when you start, that's the reason I am saying, when you hear these all things theoretically, start watching them. It's very necessary to watch them while creating the campaigns, creating the ad set, and creating the ad. Mostly major activity you do in the ad set level. No doubt, creative takes a lot of time, but the campaign output major percentage is done at the ad set level. The audience creation, the budget, the placement. So this gives the idea that what will be the potential reach of the audience. You will always have the number when you start playing with the audience, that this is the age, this is the location, gender, and XYZ. You will start picking, and you're entering the location, then you will get the number. So that number is called potential reach. The system is saying this is the maximum reach you can. Maximum you can't say it's a potential reach. You can say the correct term, because maximum is like it can go beyond that reach. It will be less that reach, and then it will define on your daily budget. Let's say daily, what will be the daily reach? Because you have a lakhs of audience, but your budget is like 100 rupees. So your daily reach will be respected to the 100 rupees. So if you increase the budget, your daily reach will be increasing, and eventually these both are increasing, it will impact on your result. So initially when I was playing with this, so I did got some confused. So you shouldn't be confused. That is the meaning I repeated 2 3 times. So what is, because when we're talking about the potential reach, it should be the total numbers, like a maximum number when you have arranged or set your ad set, and that's a factor ad set on the basis of budget placements and this demographics. So you play with it, the potential reach of the audience start fluctuating. Once you get that, and then you can just have your budgets, daily budget, lifetime budgets. So hope you get this all kind of explanation regarding the topics of how to estimate your audience reach. This all is about understanding the estimation. You do something, you will get estimation. On basis of that, you take a call what to do, what not to do. So that is what is good, because if you know this is a rough thing I will be expecting, and have did some changes, you try doing, let's say you're keeping X number of budget and you are adjusting your variable, then you see that your potential reach is 1,000. It's never, it not in thousands, in lakhs, but some X number is there. But when keeping that same budget, you play with the variable, you get more audience, and you should do that. But see to that your goal shouldn't be what is your goal, respective to that, all these variables should be selected. If you're selecting some traffic, and see to the there is a link click optimization, not the reach one. So don't, you first see the relevancy should be correct. Then you play with the location, gender, and budget factors to get more out of it. See to that the final fundamental is you have to acquire a user at a lower cost. So and your conversion should be better. Then only this all paid concept is healthy. If your conversion is poor, then you will exhaust your money and you won't get a return from it, or proper return. Not return means lower return. Then it will be difficult to survive your business. So that's it regarding for the Facebook. So tomorrow we'll start talking about like how to create ads with ad managers. So slowly we will start adding the topics. Today I talk more about this ad sets, because the part of the ad set is completed here. Whatever the elements are there, we talked each and element in detail. We talked about the possibilities. No doubt you have to go ahead and make your hand dirty. I keep on repeating this. I may during the conversation I may be slow, I may be stuck. This is what this one of the side effects of the morning. A lot of things come from the brain, and I want to say, but when it comes from the throat, it starts stuck. It becomes slow. And I did notice this when the day is passing. Let's say close to 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, after 7, after quiet exercises. Then I saw the video. Then I also used to think why I am stuck here. So it happens. That is a natural. If you see some kind of like things you're not able to understand, so do comment me. I will surely explain you. This all exercise is to gain the knowledge, understand what happens, and see a live output about the journey. So that is called, we have today's technology, we have that kind of what we say, uh, resources where you can show the output on the live basis. So that is the beauty of the technology. So coming back to the next point, the movie. So today's movie, I will suggest you to watch The Giver. So, yes, The Giver. So it gives you a good lesson. Is based. This movie is based on the best-selling book, and and I think you need to give a watch, especially if you are a fan of like inspirational movie, the movie which leads you to push to do something good. So I will give you a rough idea about this movie. This movie plot is basically follows a community set in the future and that are led by the group of elders. So did you get there is a community which are set in the future and that are led by the group of elders who have tried to block out the world's emotion and memories in the human complete race. They block the emotions and the memories. So everything is like black and white to them, the elders. And the humans cannot feel love, pain, sadness. So they are like completely a robot, kind of. So everything we know about human life as it for today, they have no memory of it. So one every time this happens, some or the other unbalance things started happening. So one boy has a gift to receive this memory from the elders. As he does, once that boy receive those kind of all memories, the emotions, he begins to realize that everything the leader, the community stand is wrong. The community used to think that if human have this kind of attributes, then they will react in a vague. They will start having fight. Nowadays, what we have. But when this kid started getting and understanding what is love, pain, sadness, then he tries to the elders who thought this is like correct way. It's not the correct way. They have tried, the elders have tried to block on the war, murder, pain, everything else, so that people won't hurt in the life. But the uh, boy thinks that we need this kind of tribute, which defines us as human. So he starts breaking the rules to attempt bring all the memories back to the human race, and that is all movie about. No doubt, there will be again war, murder, pain that we can't control. But a world without all this pain is not worth losing every other emotions and experience that make us proud to be a human, to love, to laugh, to have fame, fun. That's all defined. So for that, he attempts, and you know what happened in the last. Do watch that movie. It's a beautiful movie. You surely watch it. And what we learn sometimes, we must learn to accept the bad with the good of the world. So that is what this movie gives you a lesson. We need to accept the bad within the good, with the good. So even though love and happiness is there, even though pain is there, but we are getting a love and happiness. So we need to accept the bad with the good. So that is the movie all about. Hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Again, I will repeat, if you don't understand anything, do feel free to comment me or you can drop a mail. I will surely interact with you and solve your problem. That's it for today. Thanks for your valuable time and see you tomorrow. Bye bye. And yes, do keep on learning, keep trying. Don't let the time go away. Correct time to learn. Once you learn something, try implement it. If you're not implementing, even if I'm also learning, I'm not implementing, the knowledge won't be that much useful, because you won't be a good mechanic if you won't make your hand dirty. That is a saying. So do try to keep learning. If you come up with some better way of performing the Facebook ads, do share with me so that other people will get to know. No doubt there are endless possibility and endless way to do a marketing in the Facebook, but fundamentals remain the same. You do anything, you will be creating campaign, you will be playing with the ad set, you will be playing with the ads. The only thing that you will be doing the best possible way. That's it for today. Bye bye. Take care.